Hello my friend, Gustavo Almeida here. How to stop procrastination. That's what we're going to talk about today. That's a subject that I've been thinking about for the last few days, and I wanted to make this video. So I had a day off, and I was walking by the beach, and I decided to make this video. But it was so windy out there that that would surely get problems in terms of audio, and you wouldn't be able to listen to what I say properly. So procrastination, what is it? Procrastination is when you have something to do, or something that you want to do. Sometimes there's no obligation, it's just something you want to do, and you delay it or you postpone it. It's something that we all do it. Some people do it more than others, but we all do it. I can give you two different examples of situations where we procrastinate. For example, whether in school or in a job, it's Monday, and by Friday you have to deliver some kind of work. What happens many times is that during the Monday you do very little work. You don't feel very inspired. You know that you've got a few days to go, and it's easier to go for the instant gratification. It's easier to watch TV. It's easier to go out with a friend. It's easier to play a video game. It's easier to find something else to do, or sometimes spend time without doing basically nothing. And there's a problem with doing this, because many times while you're procrastinating, you're not having fun, because imagine that you go by the beach for a walk, but at the same time you feel that you should be working. What happens is that you're not producing, you're not doing the work that you should be doing, but at the same time you're at the beach, a beautiful place, great weather, but you're not enjoying it, because deep down you know that you shouldn't be doing that. You should be getting on with your work. Well, that's one situation where you procrastinate and you have a deadline. What will happen is that as the deadline approaches, in a way you'll feel more inspired. At the same time you'll feel more tense, more nervous, maybe with a little more adrenaline. And what happens is that as time approaches the deadline, you'll start to get very productive, and most likely you'll land that job, that work, just soon enough that you can deliver it before reaching the deadline. But there's also procrastination without deadlines, and this may be even more serious, not more serious, but maybe more detrimental to you, because just like the examples I told before, imagine that your car breaks down. I'm driving at this moment. Imagine that my car breaks down. I'm not gonna sit around for a week or two thinking if I'm gonna repair it or thinking, when will I repair it? If your car breaks down, you take care of stuff so that it gets it gets fixed soon, as fast as possible, because most likely you need your car every day, and you can't afford to have your car stopped for days or weeks without knowing when will it be ready. On the other hand, there's other kind of procrastination that I think it's the one that we tend to do more because we don't feel as pushed to fix stuff as in those cases that I talked before. An example is working out. For the past few months, I've been trying to start to exercise 3 times a week. There have been weeks where I've exercised 4 times. Some weeks I've exercised 3 times, but I admit that there have been weeks where I've only exercised once, and there have even been weeks where I did not exercise. It's only human to procrastinate, but we have to try and make our best to avoid it, to get down on our duties, on our goals, because it may not be the easier path in the moment, but it is in the long run. For example, if you want to be healthier, stronger, have more flexibility, feel healthier, it's important that you exercise. It's not July. Imagine these 2 scenarios. What will happen by the end of December if, in scenario A, you just don't exercise, or in scenario B, you exercise 3 times a week? Even if in some weeks you exercise only 2 times or maybe 1, the results will be different. And when I'm talking about exercising, I'm not talking about spending many hours a week. Today you've got stuff like 7-minute workouts, 15-minute workouts, which can help a lot. And another thing that we procrastinate, and I feel it personally because it's my experience and I'm trying to avoid it, it's procrastinating on your online business. Like Jim Rohn says, some things are easy to do, but they are also easy not to do. It's what happens with exercising. You think, well, I won't exercise today, I'll exercise tomorrow, so it's no big deal. But the problem is that in many cases you don't exercise today, on the next day something comes up and you don't exercise, and it's a routine, it's a habit. If you don't build it up, it doesn't become an habit, and we are creatures of habit. It's important to have good habits. So what I urge you to do is to think about procrastination and think about the results that you're getting. And if you are devoting yourself to an online business and you're procrastinating, you're having a result. Not having results is also a result. You might think that you're not losing anything, but in a way you are, because you could be progressing, you could be moving forward, and you're not, and time is still passing. So that's what I've been thinking in the last few days, and I'm gonna devote myself to not procrastinate. One thing that helps me a lot is to schedule tasks, to decide what I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna do it. You may write it on a piece of paper. You can use a schedule app on your phone, but it's important to do that and to put it in writing, so it becomes more fixed in your mind. It's a commitment. So my friend, that's all for today. I hope you got value out of this book. If you want to have your online business, check out the links below. You can also contact me there. And that's all for today. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.